Welcome back, everybody, to Cryptocurrency Weekly, where I keep you up to date on what's happening in the cryptocurrency space. From technology updates to the latest news, we have you covered. So if that's something that interests you, please subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up, and please comment your thoughts below. This channel is for information purposes only and is not investment advice, nor is it buy or sell signals. This is my opinion, and that is all. So with that out of the way, let's get right into it. So first up, Mark Cuban invests in Layer 2 Polygon. Big news. So billionaire investor Mark Cuban has made investment in Polygon, a Layer 2 Ethereum scaling solution. Cuban confirmed the investment and emailed a CoinDesk, but would not disclose its size or composition. The price of Matic, the native token of Polygon, is up more than 9,000% this year. Jeez. So that's according to Mazzari, obviously confirmed this on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. With decentralized finance and other projects going live on Polygon, users have increasingly turned to the platform to escape the high transaction fees on the Ethereum mainnet. Mark Cuban says, "I was a Polygon user and find myself using it more and more." He said also integration into Lazy.com, a Cuban portfolio company that allows people to easily display non-fungible tokens. He says, "We have spoken to many investors, but the discussion with Mark Cuban was truly mind-blowing," Polygon co-founder Sandeep Nalwant told CoinDesk. So Polygon was listed on Cuban's website on Tuesday as one of his holdings. Okay. Now, what is Polygon? Polygon is basically just a protocol and a framework for building and connecting Ethereum compatible blockchain networks. So the open source technology provides developers with tools ready to deploy a standalone network or a secure sidechain that can leverage the security of Ethereum's network via smart contracts. So it seems that Polygon is working to help the issue in regards to Ethereum scalability. Now, a lot of you might not be aware of who Mark Cuban is. Mark Cuban is actually an entrepreneur. So he's a billionaire entrepreneur and television personality on things like Shark Tank. You might have seen him. Okay, so his estimated net worth is about $4 billion. And Mark Cuban also was someone that sold the top of the internet bubble before. So he's definitely been exposed to new technologies, and it seems to me that he definitely has made sure he hasn't missed the boat on crypto. And he was also a very early stage investor in Ethereum. So if you see one of those whale wallets on the blockchain, you can be sure that one of those is Mark Cuban's, that's for sure. Next up, 8.6 billion IT firm Globant revealed as Bitcoin's latest institutional buyer. So the technology solutions firm revealed it purchased $500,000 worth of Bitcoin during the first quarter of 2021. So filings with the United States Security and Exchange Commission revealed that the major IT company has become the latest big firm to invest in Bitcoin. The firm declared its crypto asset purchases for the first 3 months of the year in a statement to the SEC made on Tuesday. They stated, during the first quarter of 2021, the company purchased an aggregate of $500,000 in crypto assets comprised solely of Bitcoin. So they've just bought Bitcoin and they haven't bought anything else. The company's crypto investments and expenses were listed amongst its intangible assets alongside its licenses, customer relations, customer contracts, and non-complete agreements in the company's possession. So Globant stated that it declares Bitcoin as an intangible asset because it lacks physical form and there is no limit to its useful life. It added that any gains made on digital assets will not be recognized until they are sold. Well, that's kind of obvious. And we're just going to continue to see more institutions coming in, okay? And I think as we went over in a couple of episodes ago, the big money is coming in. And next up, we can see that. So we've got another billionaire investor here, Ray Dalio. So Ray Dalio is an American billionaire investor and hedge fund manager. Okay, so he served as basically a co-chief investment officer of the world's largest hedge fund, which is called Bridgewater Associates, since 1985, and his estimated net worth is about $20 billion. So Ray Dalio, as he stated, I have some Bitcoin and I had a very particular set of skills. Okay, he didn't actually say that. So the journalist is just having a bit of a crack of a joke at us at the moment. So he basically hates cash and now he hates bonds too. So for the founder of Bridgewater Associates, even the most volatile asset out there is better than picking up dimes form in front of the inflation steamroller. So the problem with bonds at the moment, everyone, is that you're receiving a negative return on a real terms basis. Okay, so even if you're getting a 2% return on a bond, if inflation is real terms inflation of cost of living has gone up 8%, you would be locking in a loss. So that, because Ray Dalio is a smart investor, okay, why is he going to continue to invest in bonds when there's no returns at a real terms basis? Okay. Next up, we've got Carl Icahn. Okay, so crypto is here to stay, he says. Now, Carl Icahn is a ruthless businessman. Okay, so he's the founder and controlling shareholder of Icahn Capital. Okay, and Icahn Enterprises. So it's basically just a holding company in New York City, and his estimated net worth is about $15 billion. Okay, so with guys like this, you do have to be very careful. All right, because he is a ruthless businessman, and we will go over that later. Okay, but as it stands right now, and this is absolutely massive, so 57 companies hold Bitcoin as a treasury reserve asset, and 2 governments that we know about currently hold it, okay? So Bulgaria and Ukraine. I mean, can you imagine only a few years ago saying that 57 companies, public companies, hold Bitcoin on their balance sheet? And this is just the public companies. We don't know about any private companies that maybe don't have to declare their holdings that also hold Bitcoin as a treasury reserve asset, okay? Now, big money like Carl Icahn, okay, and even Ray Dalio, okay, do you think they're just going to plop their billions in the market after it's gone up 500-600%, okay? If you have a look here at the liquidation data, as you can see, okay, we had a big liquidation on the 18th of April, and we also had a big liquidation on the 19th of May, all right? Now, as you can see, through both of these liquidations, this here was a 32% drop on that day, and the most recent liquidation was 35% drop in that particular day. So they aren't just going to come in and chuck all their money in. They want to get as much coins as possible for as cheap a price as possible, and they'll continue to short this market. If they notice that retail is going to be leveraged long, okay, meaning that the price they want is to go up, okay, they're going to short the asset to liquidate their positions, okay? So to explain this to you, if someone's going long, like 2 times long leverage, so they're using 2 times leverage on Bitcoin, for example, and the price goes up 50%, okay, you will actually make a gain of 150%, all right? But if the price goes down 2 times, okay, you lose your entire investment. So if the price goes down 50% and you're using 2 times leverage, you lose your entire position and you've got no Bitcoin left. So that explains why we've just seen these massive dips, because they were forced sales of retail investors Bitcoin, all right? So I encourage you guys, don't be greedy, all right? Leverage is why we're going to just continue to see these massive dips, okay? And the price will just continue to go up. I mean, if retail is going to be short on these assets, you can best believe, all right, if retail investors believe that they're, Bitcoin's going to go down in price, you best believe they're going to use leverage to short, all right? And what do you think the big people who have all of the money are going to do? They're going to long that position and liquidate retail again. So just be careful, okay? In saying that, our fear and greed index at the moment is at 21. Now, there could be further downside in Bitcoin, but generally speaking, buying when there's a lot of fear in the market is never a bad idea, okay? Now, just to bring this into perspective, it looks like whales were buying liquidations that happened yesterday. So on May 21st, as you can see here, we had a huge drawdown, all right? And that brought us back down all the way down to 30,000. And as you can see here, who is accumulating, the whales have just continued to accumulate more and more Bitcoin. So yes, there could be further downside from here. All right, but you don't want to be buying the most of an asset when it's popular, okay? There's a lot of fear right now. It's a great time to buy. This is just my opinion, and it's not financial advice. But this should also, I want to touch on, Bitcoin as an inflation hedge or a store of value, okay? It isn't yet, and this just proves it, because on the 19th of May, all right, when we had all these liquidations here, all right, Bitcoin and the traditional markets also crashed. Bitcoin traded like a high-flying tech stock, like all the other tech stocks got destroyed, all right? Now, it's not a store of value as yet, but on this date, you can see here, obviously, it went down with other tech stocks. And let's have a look at gold. What did gold do? Gold went up 5%. So gold, yes, I know the narrative is Bitcoin is going to eat gold's market cap, okay, and it's a better store of value than gold. But really, it's actually not, okay? You'll go through all of these cycles and there'll be different narratives to them, okay? yes, Bitcoin will be able to be a store of value once its market cap and liquidity gets up to that of gold. But as it stands right now, Bitcoin is not an inflation hedge nor a store of value. Okay, that is still gold. All right, that's why when there was a liquidity crunch and all high-flying stocks got smashed, gold had a little rally of up to 6%. Granted, these are much smaller moves than what you'll be seeing in Bitcoin, which is a part of the speculation and the opportunity of the asset. All right. Next up, Joe Biden. Okay. Joe Biden calls out Republicans who voted against stimulus bill, touts out its benefits. Okay. So this is really bad, guys. So whenever governments hand out free money, okay, the person who ends up paying for that is you. All right. Now, President Joe Biden isn't giving a pass to Republicans in Congress who voted against his pandemic relief package, but are now touting its benefits to their constituents. So a lot of stimulus has been passed. I'm sure a lot of you have noticed your cost of living going up. This is the consequences of government spending, okay? It causes inflation and asset prices to go up and your dollar value to be, worth a lot less. And it's happened here in Australia as well. Prices are going up and it's really your dollar value of your dollar and the purchasing power going down. Compare your dollar, okay, to Bitcoin. $1 is currently worth 2,730 sats. 1 year ago, just in 1 year, okay, if you were holding dollars and not Bitcoin, you've lost 76% of your purchasing power. Over the past 4 years, that's 94%. All right. So the longer you hold on to dollars, okay, the worse it is because you're constantly getting debased with your currency. All right. So keep stacking sats, keep stacking Bitcoin, be patient. We're still on a bull run, but I do expect things to get a little bit testy for some people, okay? Because there's still some people that are quite bullish. The majority of the market is bearish, okay? But if we have another capitulation, all right, and now there's a lot of institutions here, a lot of big players into the market, they're not going to let you slide away so easily, and don't expect not to be tested in the market, okay, without having some massive drawdowns, okay? You need to be patient. You need to have a long-term time frame, and that's it, okay? So thanks everyone for watching today. Please subscribe to the channel. This is my 3rd episode, and thanks everyone who's already listening. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.